This is Josiah Plays Tyranny. Alright, we've just arrived at the Rust Canyons. We are looking for Elia and her crew, who hopefully are not dead already. We're going to help them out if we can. You can see the massive fingers of rock jutting up here with people and armor and weapons just literally embedded into them.
By now, I'm sure the finest gear has already been picked out of the rocks.
This place is awesome looking. Wedged into these rocks are the iron trappings of soldiers killed by Kairos' edict. Magical winds sheared away all flesh, leaving behind only rusting armor and weaponry. Wow, look at all these suits of armor and stuff. Too bad I can't take all this. Sell it for scrap or whatever. Who's this? Oh, an unbroken soldier struggles to rise to his feet. One arrow lodged in his shoulder, the other in his thigh. He attempts to stand, but his muscles are too weak for the task. Are you all right, soldier? He turns to you in bafflement, squinting across the dust-strewn expanse, recognition barely evident in his gaze. I can't recognize friend from foe in these winds. If there's any mercy in your heart, I beg you, help me. Before he can continue, you both catch the sound of iron boots trudging closer. Uh-oh, here comes the enemy. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Theodore. Disfavored, man, they don't like me. A disfavored soldier calmly approaches from the west. He regards the vulnerable southerner with a curled lip and a disapproving shake of his head. Weak and broken, prisoners make for poor sport. Your escape was spirited, but damned foolish. He raises his sword and points it at the unbroken man's heart, poised to let it plunge and impale him to the filth-strewn ground. Stop this at once! He frowns in your direction. You're... No. Not that fate binder from the Apex Siege. You might have had the authority to stay my hand before you turned your back on the general. But I'm afraid Ash's orders are the only ones I take. In one swift motion, he plunges his sword into the man's heart, pinning the fallen soldier to the rusted earth. I can't stop this? I can't attack him? What the fuck? What a dick. The disfavored soldier turns to the unbroken camp, frustration evident in his tone. Then his gaze shifts over to you and back to the walls. Are these your allies now, Ilya? Traitors and miscreants who break wars rather than win them. Theodore shakes his head. Better that you open your gates to me and preserve your dignity. They're like, go fuck yourself. But that's pretty cool. They got all the shields and stuff on their walls. There's Elia. She's got a big axe. You see a woman stride purposefully into view atop a platform along the wall's edge. She lifts a spear and hurls it at Theodore, cursing under her breath, and it breaks against the rocks. I am so fucking tired of listening to you. Go shriek at someone else's fortress for a change, and stop trying to impress me by hunting down unarmed prisoners. Maybe the ladies of the north get shivery over your bravado, but all it tells me is that your codpiece is emptier than your skull. He takes note of you with a raised brow. Glare silently, time. No, not really. I don't believe we've been introduced. If you're here, maybe my days of shitting in a dirt hole are finished. Scamper back to your Archon with your tail twixt your legs, Theodore. I think my reinforcements arrived first. I gave you a chance to surrender and be my camp slave, Ilya. When I hoist you onto a pike, just remember that you had a choice. He glares at you and steps back into the obscurity of the winds. The fuck he does? Nuke this fucker. Alright, well, what a dick. Well, now we know we're... Can't loot this guy's body. Got a cloth tunic and a Tearsman hunting bow. Ain't nobody trying to wear this cloth tunic. Looks very clothy. Everybody would lose so much deflection, though. And armor. Can't do it. And this bow? I don't think it's as good as the one I've got. No, not as good as Path of Roses. Alright. This must be the way to the disfavored camp. Yeah, there they are. I don't think I want to go up there just yet. Not yet.
Oh, nothing says welcome like dead bodies rotting outside your front gate.
Classy. Classic decoration. A ragged, stalwart flag sways gently in the wind, marking the site where its original owner died during the casting of the Edict of Storms. Got an iron ignot. Ignot. Only noobs say ingot. Noobs and people who like to pronounce things the way they're actually pronounced. But I'm calling it an ignot. How do I get up there? There's a box of goodies. Subterfugely locked. Subterfugely, Josiah? Yep. How do I get up there? There's another box subterfugely. Well, I don't know if it's subterfugely locked or not, but it's a box. And it has goodies. I'm not fooled. You can't hide goodies from me. I am a seeker of goodies. One might call me a sog. One shouldn't call you that. The unbroken captain looks down from the elevated platform, resting a heavy boot on top of an axe head buried in the wooden slats. She grips its handle as you approach. What do we have here? I got a bird from Matthias that told me to expect you. Didn't believe my eyes at first. He doesn't normally get that excited, so I took it for a courteous trick. She shrugs. Sorry for doubting. If Matthias says that you're important to the Unbroken, then I'm willing to believe the sentimental dung heap. I'm Elia, the leader of this... She gestures to the sorry camp behind her. This hovel of dusk-choked worms. You're late, but not so untimely that we can't make use of you. The disfavored showed up first and surrounded the camp. A few short clashes later, we had to pull back. We've sent ravens with pleas for aid, but our enemies keep shooting them out of the skies. She grimaces. I lost some fucking talented birds today, and it hasn't improved my mood. I can betray alliance and just straight up attack. Why haven't the disfavored finished off this fort? I'm not sure. Maybe they're content to wait, now that we're stuck in camp. I have my suspicions that the soldiers we've seen are only an advance force, and more are coming. We're looking for a way into Sentinel's stand. So is everyone and their sister. The Unbroken are hedging a lot of bets on getting inside Sentinel's stand ahead of the disfavored so we can end the Edict of Storms. She lowers her face into her palm and sighs. If the old regent would do the honorable thing and die for his country, this wouldn't be a problem. She's face-palming. All of that aside, I came here on Matthias' orders with a small group. We weren't supposed to draw attention. She shrugs. And you've seen how that's gone. Rust Canyon sits atop the resting place of fallen regents, who each carried a powerful artifact that could help us against the storms around Sentinel's stand. This siege is in the middle of a great big salvage operation. I come on behalf of a coalition of rebels united against Kairos. If I help you, will you hear us out? She regards you with incredulity. Do I look like I have the time to hear about anyone else's problems? The disfavored have a sword to my throat. If you can wrestle them off me, you'll have my undivided attention. If we're going to take back Stalwart, we need to find the artifact that the Regents carried into the war. They're the only hope we have at crossing the wind wall into Sentinel Stand. How can these artifacts help? The strength of Stalwart was reinforced by old magic, storied artifacts that could turn soldiers into living walls, or cut through an enemy line with unstoppable force. We can't end an edict with an artifact, but we may be able to resist Kairos' storms with them. Were you able to find anything? She frowns and glances off, scanning the horizon of Rust Canyons. Not exactly. Not what we were looking for in any case. Specifically, we've been hunting for the steadfast insignia. I can work with you on recovering it, but we won't get far unless we deal with these disfavored first. What was that you said about the Regents? According to Kairos' edict, the storms will only abate when the last of the royal bloodline falls. We hear tell that the last Regent is buttoned up, all safe and secure inside the walls of Sentinel Stand. Unless the final scion of their line charitably kills himself, the storms aren't going anywhere. We need a better defense against the winds, and that means artifacts. What needs to be done? In the long run, we seek vengeance against the disfavored, for tearing Stalwart to bits, and the last Regent for betraying us when we needed his courage. Alright, we've read this before. For now, I'll be pleased if we can hold this fort against the disfavored. The fight will come to us whether we've prepared for it or not. My scouts have reported disfavored forces closing in, so it would be in your best interest to arm yourselves for battle. We could always use an edge on the battlefield. Elia studies you and nods. Some of our men are captive to the disfavored outside of camp. Deal with Kairos' soldiers and rescue ours. That will give us a few more warm bodies to hurl at our enemies. She stands taller against the harsh winds. The sooner Theodore joins his countrymen as a corpse, the sooner I get to leave this garbage heap. Alright. Defeat Theodore and his soldiers. Elia has asked you to drive Theodore and his men out of Rust Canyon, whether by sword or intimidation, and to rescue her captive men. We got some torn leather spalders here. I can't go in there right now. They won't let me. Move your ass! Disfavored reinforcements are coming. Move my ass. Hey, wait, who are these guys? These canyons used to be a thriving waypoint. The Edict of Storms changed everything. Hey, hold on. What's over this way? Anything? Or is this just a pure dead end? Look how many loots are on the map. So many loots. The scavenger nods as you make eye contact. Bronze armigers. Armiger. Armigerd.
I believe that whoever's in that hole over there wants out.
Hey, there's a bunch of disfavored prisoners. Interesting. I'll take it. It's an iron war mace, very nice, purple. Devastating. That'll sell for a nice chunk of change. That's the back gate to the old little old fortress here. Well, not really a fortress, but their camp. Fortified camp. Battered helm. This helmet has been destroyed by the constant batter of dust and sand, but under the grime and dents, you can see it is of exceedingly high quality. A master blacksmith at a Spire Forge upgrade may have more information about this item. Sweet. Bring this to a blacksmith at a Spire Forge to investigate it further. Sounds awesome. The unbroken torment us without end. Please release us! The smell of men soaking in their own waste rises up from this spear-lined pit used to keep prisoners. Huh. So just like Barrack. It smells like Barrack in here. You there! A voice cries out from within the pit. Dead soldiers, skewered on spears, litter the pit, while a few survivors clamor for air. The unbroken dogs left us here to bleed and rot. Help us, please! We have information! Valuable information known only to disfavored. Give us our freedom and we'll tell you all we know. Stay there for now. We'll keep that in mind. Okay. This leads up to there. This is a cool map. These canyons with all the blowing. Earthshaker, Ironwalker. They've got Forgebound. They've got somebody named Anwin over here. She looks like a merchant. Got the prisoners. They got Theodore. Ooh, I can unlock that with subterfuge. Cool. Quick save. A spiked iron helm. That's a cool looking helm. Yeah, that's a pretty tough looking helmet. But nobody's gonna wear it.
You got it.
The lieutenant holds up his sword and squints through the obscurity of the high winds. Who goes there? Oh, it's you, Fatebinder. I wish you didn't have to witness that crude exchange before. Ilya and her lot have caused me no lack of trouble. He frowns and tightens his grip on his sword. Normally I would welcome a servant of the court, but Ash told me to keep an eye out for traitors stepping on our territory. Rust Canyons is ours, and we will shatter the so-called Unbroken for the glory of the General. If you intend to get in our way, then by Ash's command, I'll have no choice but to end you. Okay, this guy's a douche. Ooh, I can use my diplomat background here. Or subterfuge. Huh. I gotta use the diplomat background, though. I gotta. No need for your best soldiers to sacrifice themselves on my account. I'm only interested in taking your head. Yeah, but that doesn't sound like what my character would say. That's not a very diplomatic thing to say. Why would that be the diplomat option? How certain are you that we can't come to agreeable terms? Very certain. Maybe Tunon is willing to overlook your indiscretions, even your slight at Vendrian's well, but Ash is not so forgiving. He smiles, and you notice for the first time how the wind-blown grit from the Edict of Storms has darkened his teeth. Ew. Alright, I think I'm going to say the diplomat one then. No need for your best soldiers to sacrifice themselves on my account. I'm only interested in taking your head. I don't know what you think you're buying with those honeyed words, but I can guarantee that it isn't worth the effort. He turns to his unit with a humored smirk. One of the soldiers blanches in terror. He quickly glances to the others in his unit, his stance wavering with indecision. He clears his throat with a gentle cough and then bolts away from the conflict to come. Ah, cool. That guy's not going to be in the fight. You better run faster than the Legion! We'll find you, traitor! He turns red with sudden fury, spittle flying as he barks orders. Men, to arms! Kill the Fatebinder and hold this position! Alright, well, we've got a big fight on our hands here. Earthshaker, Ironwalker, the dude himself, the Forge-Browed Apprentice wants to get involved in some shit. I'm gonna Spectral Blur myself. What's the problem here? I'm gonna Spectral Blur myself right out the gate.
No die.
Meanwhile, Seraphina's gonna come over here. An energy shield. Why are we having problems? Alright, look, Seraphina, come over here. Verse is ready to go. Okay. She's got 80% crit to hit deflection, 117.5 hit to graze, and 132.5 graze to miss. She's feeling good, and 175 dodge. She's feeling pretty tough. She's feeling pretty tough. Let's go ahead no. Let's go ahead and Skull Splitter this guy. Seraphina, with the energy shield. Why can't I cast on her? Is it because she's standing in a weird position? Alright, now let's try it. Alright, that's better. Siren's gonna run up to here. Ebb is gonna run up to here.
Not a problem.
Verse. He's gonna shoot that one with a Eternal Flame. Siren is gonna confuse some motherfuckers. Ebb is going to fulminate. Fulminate some motherfuckers.
That's a
There, perfect. Seraphina is apparently prone because Earthshaker cast some shit on her that knocked her prone for a little bit of time.
negative.
Alright, Verse. Let's taunt this motherfucker. Actually, that one's confused. Just start wrecking motherfuckers. Start wrecking Theodore.
No dice.
Meanwhile, Ebb. Ball lightning. Seraphina. Battle body. Alright, we need to taunt this guy now. Ebb needs to Rhyme Spike this guy. Sira needs to Flash Fire some dudes. Seraphina needs to Mantle of Flames at Verse.
You got it.
Is he taunted? Did the taunt not work? What happened with the taunt? Verse. Haunting Jest. And? Haunting Jest misses. Okay, okay, fair enough. Let's get him with the Mocking Iron then. I'm gonna drop a fireball on that guy. A Sun Spear. Ebb. Frozen grasp.
You got it.
Alright, I think he's taunted now. Verse. Go attack this guy. Siren is still fireballing, apparently. Electric Jolt. Electric Jolt.
As you wish.
Icicle Storm. Icicle Storm. Charge Fist on him. Go back to here so that everybody's in the little healing aura. Blood Rain. Burst. Get back on this guy. Ooh, some wreckage just occurred. Alright, we win. That went well. No loot to get, huh? That's disappointing. That's the loot, really? From defeating that camp full of disfavored? Not the games, man. How do I get that? How do I get that? There's gotta be a way. Get up there. Alright, let's pop this lock right here.
I will do my best.
From within the cage, a beaten and weary figure whispers to you. Are we free to go? You've been released. Return to your comrades. At last! One of them sighs as the prisoners crowd the exit. I thought for sure we'd be shipped off to the Candle Mountains. Another says as he flies out of the cage. As the prisoners turn to leave, the last one grabs your hand and says, Thank you, stranger. Were it not for you, I shudder to think what they would have done to us. You're welcome. You've killed Theodor's men and freed the unbroken captives. Aelia will want to hear the news. I want to hear the location of the loot. Well, no loot. No loot. What's up, Aelia? We handled business. We handled it. You've gained favor with Unbroken. Up to favor 2 with them. Thank you, Fatebinder. Your deeds may just turn the tide. She scans the distant canyon as the sound of an approaching force grows in volume. They're coming! Get inside! We'll open the gate for you! I guess we'll get inside then. Good timing. Our lookout reported that the disfavored are making for this encampment. She looks out at the canyons. Never thought I'd see myself fight so hard to defend a garbage furrow in the Kairos by damned dirt. We've done a fair job of digging our claws into the area, but we're not equipped to stand against disfavored iron for long. Can you help us? What's the status of your defenses? Our northern and southern barricades are well reinforced. The eastern gate was wrecked earlier in an attack, and we haven't finished rebuilding it. If the enemy is going to get inside, odds are they'll try it from the east. Let's ready ourselves for battle. I was hoping you would say that. Burst tightens her grip on her weapons and cracks a smile. Oh, that's cool. She's got her awesome artifact sword in the little portrait here. And it's even glowing in the little portrait. That's badass. The captain turns as a soldier cries out from the eastern side of the fort. They're here! Defend the eastern gate! I'll prepare at the main gate for the next wave. Elia needs your help repulsing an attack from the disfavored forces. Help her defend the unbroken camp in Rust Canyons. Sure, let's go. We'll loot this stuff later. Alright, here they come.
Brave meat.
I'm not even going to bother with too many buffs right out the gate. I'm just going to send her in.
You got it.
Oh, here they're coming to us. Crescent Runner, Stone Shield, Iron Walker.
Count on it.
She's gonna knock this guy out with a Skull Splitter. Seraphina, put the Mantle of Flames up. Ab, run up to here. Siren, run up to here.
You got it.
Siren, Aria of Storms. Ebb. Fulmination. These motherfuckers have just reaped the whirlwind of lightning. What? Fireball. Fireball. Get you some of that fireball. Ball lightning. Battle body. This guy's stunned. I'm gonna set this guy on fire.
You got it.
Let's go with haste. Fireball just happened. Flash fire. Ebb. Rhyme spike. Verse. Go after the one in the back, Seraphina.
As you wish.
Sun spear. I want her going after that one.
Come on.
Jibbed! Did you hear that? Enemies at the west gate! The west gate, huh? I see him. I see him. Burst. Get up in there. Spectral blur yourself again. Seraphina, energy shield her again. Ebb.
You got it.
Let's see. Electric jolt a bunch of dudes. Let's get up there and Aria of Storms some motherfuckers. Aria of Storms. She's ready to Iron Walker, Stone Shield, Forge-bound Mastersmith. Let's stun him. He seems obnoxious. Seraphina. Mirror image. flame. This guy.
No dice.
Oh, somebody's trying to get on. Nope. Taunt. Taunt, taunt. Siren. Icicle Storm. Seraphina. The Healing Aura on Verse. Ebb.
Nope. Sorry.
Abomination. Alright, he's taunted. She can skewer the Master Smith. Actually, no. Skewer this guy, the Iron Walker. Siren's not in a good spot.
Not a problem.
She can't move though, so let's just take advantage of it and blast off with an Icicle Storm from there. Prone and prone. Okay.
I'll tear your scalp.
Iron Walker Stone Shield. Keep working on him. They're still prone. Siren can drop a big old...
Out by.
She can't move a muscle. Where's her fireball? Fireball, motherfuckers!
Do I really need to?
Alright, Ab is up. Just gonna, we'll just rhyme spike this guy. Seraphina. Rain blood down. What's Siren doing?
That's a negative.
No 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 no. Dun 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 dun.
Such a simple task.
We still got an Earth Shaker over there. Let's go get that Earth Shaker.
I'm on it. You got it.
Stunned.
You got it.
Nobody else really needs to do anything.
Lay it out, you little shit. Stalwart prevails.
Are you?
Count on it.
Enemy reinforcements to the north. How do you know that? Do you have some sort of psychic reinforcement sense? Broken disfavored buckler. Remnants of an iron reinforced shield once wielded by an Iron Walker. Iron Walker gauntlets, stone shield boots. Oh, those boots could be good. They're equivalent to what she's wearing. But they could be better for one of us. Oh no, she's not going to give up her sandals. She could wear them. Or she could wear them. Who needs deflection more? She does. And you got these horde boots. Movement speed while has wounds. Maybe we'll just sell these. Alright, to the north, huh? Alright, Seraphina, back up. Verse, run forward. Verse. Buff yourself. Buff her.
Whatever you know. Not a problem, boss.
Where the fuck is this guy? No. Taunt.
You got it.
What did he just do? Okay, I can see that this guy wants to be an asshole.
I'll do it right away.
Goodbye, asshole. Okay, let's quick save before some shit goes terribly wrong. Here they are. Alright, hold on. We're gonna do a full buff here.
I'll do it right away.
Because we can. Yeah, I know, there's an enemy up there.
I suppose I can do that.
Not a problem.
Alright, we're good. Go for it, Verse. Is it really just these two guys?
You got it.
Gonna stun him. She's gonna set him on fire. Seraphina's gonna mantle the flames on Verse. Is gonna rhyme spike this guy. Siren. We're gonna double rhyme spike this motherfucker. Gonna taunt this dude. 38 and 63. 31. The Mocking Iron instead of the other one. Skewer. Battle Body. Fireball.
Count on it.
Electric Jolt.
By your command.
She just jibbed the shit out of that guy. Verse annihilated Earthshaker. Crits him for 25. Alright, I'm feeling good about this. We're kicking ass, even on hard mode. The party has received glory. What the fuck is glory? And we got some favor with the Unbroken. Elia nods at you, her face showing the hint of an appreciative smile. Less than I anticipated. It seems their full force has yet to arrive. Her eyes dart about the fallen enemies, searching for familiar faces. No commanders here. Damn. Few distant horn blasts pierce the wind from the south. That's probably the rest. We can expect far more than the initial assault. We won't survive the day if we stay here. Our walls have been compromised and the winds grow stronger still. She points north past the twisted remains of the gate. That's our only route. Theodore sent men to hold the northern junkyard. We have a chance with them, but only if we act now. Help me one more time and I'll tell you what I know about getting inside Sentinel's stand. She pauses to touch the tip of her spear. You must be careful. We've trapped the terrain north of the camp. Step lightly and rally to the northwest plateau. If we defeat the soldiers stationed there, we'll have a clear escape route. What of you and your soldiers? We'll bandage the wounded and ease the passing of those that can't follow. We're in no shape to join you, not after that attack. Very well, I'll go now. One more thing, Faithbinder. Not all of my men made it behind the walls after the initial attack. My hope is they're hiding in the northern canyons and still well enough to travel. If you find any of my crew, give them a chance to escape while there's still time. Alright. New quest, Isolated Scavengers. Clear a path for the Unbroken. The disfavored attack has been repulsed, but more are on their way. Travel north of the Rust Canyon's camp and defeat the remaining soldiers to clear a path out for the rebels. And we've got a group of scavengers in Rust Canyons have hidden themselves from Kairos' soldiers. Locate them. Locate the scavengers. The scavengers are said to be hiding north of the Unbroken camp in Rust Canyons. Alright, the most important thing is I've got a lot of looting to do. A lot of very important looting to do before we can do anything else, so let's just one step at a time here, folks. Okay? There's loot everywhere. Merchant tunic. Merchant boots. Okay. An iron glaive. Hell of a camp they have here. Hell of a camp. Looks so post-apocalyptic. Southern Gate. The prisoners. What are we doing with these prisoners? Stay there for now. Guess we're not doing anything with the prisoners. Got a fish. Some fruit. This was all worthwhile. Bronze and hide. Staff of Titans. Very nice. Very nice. You already know this sigil. Oh, that's unfortunate. Could have learned a sigil right there. But I already have it. Lame. The scavengers have used the environment to help build their camp. This makeshift tent is comprised of a large patchwork of cloth held aloft in part by spikes of earth. It's kind of cool. Faithbinder, we have little time left. And there's somebody named Praxa here. Fences are ruined. If we don't leave soon, we'll be overrun. We sure could have used you at Sentinel's stand. Yeah, you could have. I thought the disfavored would have had us in chains by now. It's a good thing you were passing through the area. She winks and jingles a heavy ring belt. Of course, nobody just passes through the Blade Grave. Wherever it is you're headed, you'll need provisions to get where you're going. I've scrounged a few things worth trading. Is it dangerous working with the Unbroken? Only if they aren't well equipped, she smirks. I have plenty of reasons for making sure they have access to only the finest weapons and supplies, and that extends to their allies as well. What are you offering? Have a look for yourself. No doubt something will spark your interest. Stalwart great axe, unbroken shield, unbroken armor. Trapper's Folly. These boots of leather and iron were worn by the disfavored officer who won the Battle of Trapper's Junction during the Stalwart campaign. They were recovered without their master days after the Edict of Storms first gusted. I don't know what those really give you compared to... They're fucking good compared to those heel wraps she's wearing. Minus 1% deflection for some armor. I don't know about those. They're better than the boots she's wearing. That's for sure. Baneweave Shawl. Plus 10% magic defense. Some say that Baneweave shawls are made from weaving dry grass from outside of the old walls into ordinary cloth. Others say that bolts of shimmering fabric have been extracted from the depths of the old walls themselves, many of them exhibiting strange properties. Since Kairos deemed the old walls forbidden, merchants make claims of the former more popularly than the latter, though the truth is anyone's guess. Don't really need those boots that badly, though. Honestly. Let's see what we found here. Glory. Is this thing a... Oh, it's not an artifact or whatever. It's just a named mace. Remove a hostile effect on kill. This gold-accented mace feels a privilege to wield. Every lethal strike fills the bearer with a sense of their actions' righteousness, and a swell of good tidings invigorates them to strike again. That's kind of sick. Alright, Staff of Titans. Well, this is much slower than my staff, but with better deeps. Syzygy. What's it look like? It's kind of lame. Hey, what is this? It's a one-handed spear, basically, right? It's not that great. No, that's getting sold. If she could look like a merchant. Need some recovery. Nobody's gonna wear those. Okay. Let's sell some stuff. Almost 2 iron rings for that stuff. Now we're sitting pretty on some nice money. Sitting pretty. More stuff to loot. Sturdy metal pole. This form of spear has long since outlived its usefulness as a weapon. The most it could offer now is a tool for punishing unruly soldiers or a source of leverage. We provide Leverage. Remember that show Leverage? Anybody ever watch that? I watched it. It's pretty good. Oh, so now we're going up here and we can get to that piece of loot. What about this though? Oh, it looks like if we go this way, we can get to that chest. Nice. There's a stone shield up there.
Let's try not to stand out, shall we?
Potion of elemental barrier and a whetstone. Let's just go over here. We got looting to do over this way. Wait a minute. No, this didn't take us... We already looted that, didn't we? And there's, let me guess, there's some camping supplies in there, and that's why it's still glowing. My memory is so bad. It's so bad. I'm sure we already looted this. Yep, camping supplies. That explains it. Alright. We'll just go up to that top terrace now. Okay.
I will stay out of sight.
Good. Good. We will proceed this way in our next episode. But that is going to do it for this one. If you're watching the stream, I am not done playing. But if you're watching on YouTube, that's the end of the episode. So thanks for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Tyranny.